welcome back to Web3 TV. I'm your host, Cristina Nájera, and today we are at the Token2049. We are very excited to be here at Singapore, and we have seen so many amazing projects. I'm very happy to have here Stuart and Scott from Spacecoin. Today, they are going to share more about their product. Please start.
Hi everyone, so Stuart Gardner here. I'm the CEO of Spacecoin, and my colleague Scott here is the CTO of Spacecoin. And what we are doing at Spacecoin is we are launching satellites into space. These satellites are going to give internet connectivity to individuals. But what makes us different to other satellite networks is that we are creating a decentralized network. So we want to allow other individuals, other satellite operators to join our network to create a decentralized, censorship-resistant satellite network to provide internet connectivity to individuals. Our target market is predominantly emerging markets, people in rural areas, so people who are either have low connectivity today or are completely unconnected today. And that's roughly 2.9 billion people, or 40%, just under 40% of the world's population today have no internet connectivity, and that's the market we are going after.
I'm Scott Hasbrouck, CTO of Spacecoin. I guess to talk just a bit on the technology. The satellites, my background is in aerospace. The satellites are very small, affordable, and economical. They're about the size of a microwave oven and are comparable in cost to, say, a high-end sports car. Our network, it will consist of a whole constellation of these satellites orbiting the Earth at low altitude, thus providing service around large regions. We're launching our first satellite just in a few months here in December on a SpaceX rocket. It's called CTC-0, and it will prove out the technology.
Wow, it's so impressive. Imagine having access to internet, to 5G in places where you usually don't have. I think this is life-changing for a lot of people. The impact that you will do in the world is huge, but I know there are also some challenges. Would you like to share more about that?
Yeah, so there are, like any new startup or young company, we face many, many challenges. Some of the ones we have, so there are technical challenges. So we are going to deliver 5G internet speeds or internet connectivity via it's called 5G NTN. This technology is very new. So people may have heard of other satellite providers in the past, and typically they either needed specialist hardware. So they needed, for example, a satellite-enabled phone, which was very expensive, or you need a ground station. We are doing direct satellite to device, and so that's new technology, it's novel, so there are going to be some technical challenges which we have worked through and continue to work through on that front. Other challenges include regulatory challenges, so we have to get licenses for our launch, we have to get licenses in the countries where we operate. So none of these are insurmountable, they're just challenges of every day with business. Funding, as we look to scale, we'll have to raise more capital. So far, we've self-funded it to date. We can do that for the next 12, 24 months until we have to raise, but we will plan a raise beforehand so that we can scale and accelerate the number of launches that we carry out.
I guess speaking a bit more on the technology, we've been in stealth mode for nearly 2 years. It's been my job to understand and design a satellite capable of communication directly to a 5G handset. So to underline what Stuart has addressed or pointed out is this service doesn't require any additional hardware like other comparable satellite services. These satellites will work directly with existing 5G phones that are on market right now. We've proven that out in the laboratory, and we have some world-class partners that we're working with on this that we can't really discuss at this time, but we're very excited to see it work on orbit, and in the coming months, early next year, you should be hearing more from us on the results of that.
Thank you so much for sharing. I would also know, we like to know, how was the journey? Because now you have a team, now you have a vision. It was easy for you both to put everything together and start the company?
No, it wasn't easy. No, it's never easy. Anyone who tells you it's easy is lying. But we were fortunate enough that we were incubated, or we spun out of a separate company, a company called Glua. Glua has, they also have an emerging market focus, and one of the challenges that they saw was that a lot of their customers aren't connected. And so it's very hard for them to provide their service to people who don't have internet access. That sparked this idea, and then our initial plan was, can we just partner with existing satellite providers? For various reasons that wasn't possible. Scott has an aerospace engineering background, so he was able to start formulating a plan internally. And that was in stealth for about 18 months. And then we decided, once we were confident enough with the plan, the technology, etc., we decided to spin it out into its own company. So we spun it out around 4 months ago. And now we are our separate entity. We still get a lot of support from the company we spun out from, which we're very grateful for. But going forward, we're going to be running more and more, increasingly independently from that other company.
I guess on the technology side, no. Stu and I both have done this a number of times, as you said. Anyone who says this is easy is lying. And on the technology side, I would say it's been difficult, but it's been a lot of fun. I've spent my career building new things, and I think personally I thrive off those challenges. And the technology going inside this little microwave-sized satellite is nothing but impressive. It's absolute cutting edge of what's possible on a small satellite at that scale, and it's been very exciting.
Amazing, thank you so much. Last question we would like to ask is about your journey, your crypto journey. When did you start, and why did you start?
So my background is more traditional, let's say Web 2. So I came across crypto when it very first came out, but I didn't fully understand it or explore it until much later. I started investing into companies in the crypto space back in 2017. I made my first investment into a company working in the space. And so I've been in and out of the scene since then, and really have thrown myself into the deep end now with Spacecoin. So my background's more traditional. I've been on the edges, and now sort of taking the deep dive. But I think also what we're working on, there are various elements to it, and if you remove the decentralization part of it, people very quickly understand the problem we're solving, the need to have global internet connectivity, which is affordable, the need to bring people who are unconnected online. They understand all of that, so we can tell a nice story to people who aren't crypto native, and they get it instantly. And then when we're speaking to people who are more crypto native, we can tell the story about decentralization and why that's important for sovereignty and to reduce censorship, and the Web3 community, they understand that instantly as well. So we do have to tailor our message depending who we talk to, but typically the reception so far has been very positive.
My crypto journey actually began at Glua. 2 years prior to starting Spacecoin, in stealth mode, I joined Glua actually as the VP of engineering and led the engineering team. It's a large team, a very talented team. It's changed over the years, but roughly 50 or so people. That's where my crypto journey began. My focus was actually on hardening the technology and having the right team in place and the right structure in place so as to be able to build the main product at Glua, which is CreditCoin, which was actually also our entrant into the emerging market. And as Stu underlined, CreditCoin was sort of our foray and our entrance into understanding that the emerging market actually had a connectivity need. And since then, now I've given my background in traditional engineering, mechanical and aerospace, in addition to my software engineering, that's brought me over to Spacecoin.
Amazing. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. We are very excited to hear more about your project later on. Congratulations, you are doing a great job, and I hope this works out. And for you, thank you for watching. Keep sharing this with your friends, because everybody needs to understand how they can get into this new space, into Web3. They need to learn how they can use this technology in their daily lives. Thank you so much, and see you next time.
Can I just give a quick plug for anyone who wants to find out more? We are spacecoin.org. There you can find email addresses to contact us. If you are interested in finding out more, you can sign up to our newsletter. We're happy to hear from people and to speak to people. So that's spacecoin.org. Thank you.
Thank you. See you next time.